Recently, we established that this is pretty useless when it comes to cleaning visors.
Visor, lens, and goggle cleaner.
But what about the second option? After all, it is a lens, and we need to find a use for it since it's not great on visors. But luckily, my GoPro's lens seems to be more up its street. But what about... Yep, just visors it struggles with then. Bleeding your brakes is one of the most rewarding jobs you can do when you feel that lever after all the bubbles have vacated the pipelines. But usually the worst part is attempting to find a hose that fits the bleed nipple snugly enough to keep the ferocious fluid away from your precious paintwork. The best thing I have ever stumbled over, and don't ask me how, are these nasal oxygen cannulas, aka to regular people, oxygen nose tubes, or my personal favorite, the nose hose. The point where I assume they would attach to oxygen is the perfect size and shape for your bleed nipple, once you've cut the extra wide bit off the very end. It couldn't look more purpose-built if you tried. Any size will work, but the child one suits bikers best for obvious reasons. Trim the nasal bits to your desired length and you're good to go. The best part is they cost less than $1 and can be found at most drugstores. Hack videos hardly ever contain useful information, but they can be pretty entertaining. So here's a hack for us short people. Flip down one of your passenger foot pegs and rest your backpack on it while you load it. It gives you more seat real estate to balance items while you're packing, and it's much easier than trying to reach inside with your backpack up on a high sport bike tail. The thing about removing decals is that you never win. You either fail to get the whole decal off in one piece and are left picking at tiny pieces for hours on end, or you're left with an awful sticky residue to clean up. Don't waste your time with hot soapy water, but rather grab a can of deodorant, not antiperspirant. Give yourself a spray or two to try win over the bike, and when that doesn't work, cover the sticky area in deodorant, let it soak for a minute, and wipe it off with the usual added elbow grease. Depending on the persistence of your decal, it might take more than one attempt, but the alcohol in the deodorant should do the trick in a pinch. This is probably GoPro's sexiest mount. It is the cap mount designed to slide onto the back of your cap so that you can, along with look rather attractive, get a POV angle of whatever you're doing. It's pretty annoying at that. However, if you want a shot like this, but don't have a suction cup and a rear seat cowl, or you are just not prepared to commit to the adhesive mount on your tail, this little creation can slide over the passenger seat strap and capture the famous MotoGP angle. And if you've ever tried one of these mounts, you'll know just how strong its grip is, so there's no worry of it falling off. But I'm not taking any responsibility over 200. I'll admit that the need to remove a valve stem core is a very rare one. But on the odd occasion that you do need to, you'll never be able to find one of these little valve caps with the valve core remover tool on the other side. And you definitely won't be bothered to go out in search of a tool. So instead, grab a 5mm flathead screwdriver bit that you never use. And admit it, there are a lot of them that go unused if you have a set like this. Cut a few small and fairly shallow slits in it, break the pieces in the center off, give it a quick cleanup, and there you go. A well-crafted core removal tool that you'll use once and most likely lose. If you're in search of the perfect motorcycle backpack, the best suggestion I can give you is to stop looking for motorcycle backpacks and start looking for camera backpacks. They were secretly designed for bikers, with their infinite array of pockets and dividers so that items don't shift while riding, meaning you actually know where your items are when you need them. You can move the dividers to suit the size of your most frequently carried items, and with the opening to the compartment against your back, no one can help themselves to your possessions while you're stopped at a red light. I use mine even when I'm not carrying camera gear, and I'm yet to find something more practical. This is a pretty small example, but name your size and I promise you it exists. Have you ever considered making your own oil filter like this? Me neither, but today we're going to turn a traditional nutless filter into one like this anyway, because not everyone has this, but everyone should have one of these. Grab a nut, scuff your oil filter's head, glue the nut to the top and wait for it to dry. It most definitely has hack written all over it. But now, instead of struggling to remove it in a few months and ruining your favorite screwdriver, a spanner can do the job instead. However, glue that you can hang a digger from is advised. If you tap out the thread from a GoPro thumb screw, you can create a very tidy but much more permanent mount configuration that doesn't ever get the thumb screw in the shot. Once they're free from their housing, thread a nut onto them, cut them down to around 20 millimeters, wind the nut back off to clean up the threads, and tighten them up with a screwdriver. It's now neater, lighter, and more aerodynamic, but less dismantleable. And since the hacksaw is out, why not gap your spark plugs? The usual gap of a spark plug is around 0.7 of a millimeter, depending on a lot of signs, which is conveniently around the same width of an average hacksaw blade. Just not the toothed side. Now, this is most definitely a hack, and is probably more suited to your pit bike rather than your super bike. But in a very desperate situation, when you don't have a feeler gauge, this could be very useful. But anyway, which is your favorite hack on this list? If you would like to see more videos like this, subscribe and share it with a friend. Or even better, hit the like button and give me some of your hack suggestions down in the comments below.